The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Let's break down where things stand with the New York Jets 1 month out from the NFL draft. Jets reporter, Jets analyst, Jets insider, and the co-founder of JetX, JetXFactor.com, Robby Sabo will join us. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, here on a Tuesday. Welcome in, everybody. Click that like button. That's the thumbs up icon down below. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Also, make sure you get your ticket to our draft party. The link to buy your ticket and secure your spot is in our description. Yesterday was one of the most incredible days in the history of the show. Our first ever overtime session in ASMANIAC Madness. It went down to the bitter end. It was 50-50 after almost 800 votes, as you see on the screen. But it was, in fact, One Punch Day Briga after a 3-minute overtime session, picking up the W to advance to the Sweet 16. So before we bring on Robby Sabo, let's set the stage, shall we? Here's where we are in terms of our bracket. We are headed to our next region after completing the round of 32 in the Chicken Soup region. We are on our way now to the Hood region, which means we will have a matchup featuring Cheats Fan and Weed. Voting will start for that coming up in just a bit. All right, let's bring on Robby and talk all things New York Jets. He is, of course, the co-founder of JetXFactor.com. Mr. Sabo, happy Tuesday.
Hey, brother, what's up? Asmaniacs. Who did the 15 seed beat? Was it the big fella? Who did he beat? Who's the 2 seed that he knocked off?
Beastbreaker.
It was Beastbreaker. Beastbreaker and the Johnnies. The Johnnies broke my heart this past weekend. Finally got into them after so many years, and man, they just can't shoot. And it was such a brutal. The officiating was terrible. Like, I don't mind if you let them play physical or you call everything, but the refs kept on flip-flopping the entire game, and you just can't have that inconsistency. But St. John's didn't deserve to win. Same as Beastbreaker. I mean, it's that's the way March goes.
That's it. And that's why One Punch Briga is on a run. And it's a great matchup now between Briga and King Loskio, by the way.
Ooh.
In the Sweet 16. So
it's a noisy matchup right there.
Get ready, baby. As far as the Jets, Robby, you and I were talking a little bit off air. Based on how they have handled free agency, it feels like they need to come away from this draft with 3 plug-and-play starters. Am I reading too much into it, or is that fair?
That's fair. I think it's a rational, fair thought in terms of the personnel on paper, the roster, and the production that we have seen. Completely fair. And I think, you would agree with me. We both have this thought that is very difficult to do. Come away with 3 starters in one draft. I mean, once the draft ends, everyone thinks they got it. Oh, yeah, this is great. Same with the fantasy football draft. Doesn't work out that way. So it's fair, but at the same time, I think we have to leave room for the potential, the great possibility and potential that other guys that have not produced on this roster will produce if Aaron Glenn and this coaching staff is legit. That's the wild card, the under the radar thing. People forget that makes such a big difference in football. So, if Glenn is the real deal, there will be guys that sprout up that we have no designs that are on our radar right now.
I mean, you just look at how things are positioned. They don't have a right tackle. They don't have a starting tight end. They don't have a number 2 or number 3 wide receiver.
Yes.
And that's just on offense. Then you look at defense. They could use another safety. They could use another defensive tackle, like a legit starting defensive tackle.
Yep.
And you probably could argue they could use another linebacker if you really want to get into it. It's not as pressing after bringing back Sherwood and still having Quincy for another year, but there's legitimate holes on this team entering the draft, and they have 3 picks in the top 73. So based on how they've approached free agency, they're putting a lot of faith in their scouting acumen of both Darren Muji, the GM, and Glenn, a former scout, now the head coach, in finding 3 guys that could come in and play right away.
And not only that, but 3 specific guys. So linebacker, they brought back Sherwood. Cool with it. I wondered whether they would, based on Sherwood and Quincy being very similar. I don't think it bodes well for Quincy's future here, but that's a different story for another day. That linebacker you want him to be heavy. You want him to fill and spill. Bart Scott, take on guys at the line of scrimmage, reckless abandon. Sherwood and Quincy. Sherwood's getting bigger. He's put on weight. He's learning it more and more, converting from safety. Has all the talent in the world, east to west, sideline to sideline. So that's great. That's what you want to see on tape. But he goes around blockers at times, and you don't want that from your Mike. So a specific heavy linebacker, a specific D tackle who 2-gaps it, who's a block gobbler. It's not just those needs, it's specific needs, I believe, in terms of Glenn's vision.
Couple reports I want to get your thoughts on, and they're mixed reports. Albert Breer saying in Sports Illustrated he would be surprised if the Jets drafted a quarterback in round 1. He said that Justin Fields' camp did a lot of work into where they would go. And while he doesn't believe the Jets said, hey, you're the starter, the feeling is he's the starter, essentially, with contract and just the situation the Jets find themselves in. But Todd McShay, in his mock draft, he said that he thought long and hard about putting Jackson Dart to the Jets in his mock. It would not be surprised if Dart goes there. He believes Dart's in play. What do you believe?
Who was the first person?
Breer. Said no quarterback in the first round. He said it'd surprise him a lot. And then McShay said Dart's in play, and he came very close to mocking him at 7 to the Jets. And McShay's plugged in as well as anyone.
Yes, I do. Breer. I'm with Breer. It's concerning, separate topic, sort of. It's concerning to me that Fields was signed by the Jets, and Fields has been talking about what his number 1 priority was, to go to a team where he has a clear path to start. Let's not forget about this. This is a major topic, and that's the reason why he's in New York. He's in New Jersey instead of Pittsburgh. That clear path to start. Glenn, he's a Parcells guy, but did he promise Fields the job? Well, how far did he go in that avenue? And I think for, Fields to choose the Jets, I mean, Russell Wilson's not with Pitt right now. Who does Pitt have? So, if they didn't promise Fields, why would he have chosen the Jets over Pitt? It's worrisome. I think they did promise it to him, and I'd be not promise. And when I say promise, I mean, cues in terms of, okay, you feel good about being the guy on day 1, not a, contractual written promise, obviously. But I'd be surprised if Dart is the guy in the first round. I think they'd be interested in Dart, but I think there's enough guys, Shao. I can never pronounce his name. Show. Is it really with a CK?
Tyler Shuck. I only know this because I did radio in Houston, so he played at Texas Tech, so I would follow Texas colleges.
Yeah, okay. Shuck, McCord. There's guys, I think there's enough talent there on day 2, I think, where Muji and Glenn will get enamored with a guy to feel good about saying no to Dart in the first round. So I'm with Breer.
If you're watching this live right now, we're talking with Jets X Factor Zone, Robby Sabo. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I can't speak. Make sure you subscribe to my channel.
I'm rubbing off.
If you read JetX, jetsxfactor.com, use promo code Asman, and you get all the perks of being a JetX member, including the first month, for 99 cents. How about that?
That's just, slap me silly. That's unbelievable.
To everyone who complains about Jet coverage and the Jets beat, support an actual local Jet site.
Yeah, baby. Andrew Fialco put up a film review on Fields yesterday.
You did it on our show last week too.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that. I saw the views are pretty high, which is good that Jets fans want to see the deal there. And then Rifka dropped a Garrett Wilson article today, which I haven't read yet, but I think Garrett Wilson fans are not going to be happy with Rifka if you check it out. So check that bad boy out.
I feel like Rivka always writes things that are very polarizing.
Contentious. Yeah, it's fair.
She's not afraid to go there.
Radio man Jake. That's only a good thing. You know that.
I don't mind. I enjoy
it. The worst thing in the world in this business is apathy. They either get them to love you or hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to some super chats here, plus some other stuff I want to get Mr. Sabo's thoughts on, I want to remind people that we are doing a mega raffle this week. Our raffle theme is the 2010 New York Jets. So we're giving away a signed Darrelle Revis helmet, signed Rex Ryan helmet, signed Bart Scott jersey, signed Santonio Holmes helmet, signed Antonio Cromartie helmet. So get ready because it is happening. And then we added this yesterday, signed Nick Mangold jersey. So if you want a chance to win one of those 6 epic prizes, gift away. $20 super chat, by the way. We'll get you 5. $50 super chat. We'll get you 10. And every membership you gift, you get that many entries into the ASMANIAC Raffle. Appreciate everyone for their support. Aced up with a super chat here. Do you think we're waiting till after the draft to sign a wide receiver too? Because we mighty get him in the draft. I think he means because we might not get one in the draft. Yeah, I mean, the way I think they're approaching it is how a lot of teams seemingly are approaching it at this stage of free agency. You wait till after the draft because then it doesn't factor into the comp pick formula. And I think the Jets are among those teams. The problem with that is there's other teams that are better than the Jets or have more stable quarterback situations that could use receiving help that also are probably doing the same thing. So there's no guarantee you're going to be able to get Amari Cooper or Tyler Lockett or, Stephon Diggs if that's the route you're trying to go down to try and just add a legit weapon next to Garrett Wilson. And I'm not saying those guys are great. I understand they're older players, but they got to add someone to the room because right now the room is trash.
Yes, they have to add someone. They have to improve. At the same time, we have to change our expectations. Wide receiver 2 is not a premium position for this roster anymore. Not with Fields. Not with the offense they're going to be running. I saw one of your guests on the other day. You guys were talking about Rodgers and Fields, and he made an offhanded remark like, oh, come on, the Jets aren't going to be running the wing T like Army Navy. No, of course not. But they're going to be running a version of it in terms of NFL style. They are going to run, play 2 tights, play a fullback if they can find one. If Beck is worthy, if they find another one, they are going to – it's a completely different world. They're going to slow shift it into a totally different foreign type offense that Jets fans haven't seen ever. So wide receiver 2 is as low on the totem pole in terms of position importance as we've ever seen before. And I think we have to adjust our expectations in that regard.
Good point. Ladies and gentlemen, Dre Correa is the first person to be entered in the raffle on our first show of the day. Dre has gifted 1 channel membership. Dre's channel membership went to listener Justin. Congratulations, Justin. You are now in ASMANIAC. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. I'll acknowledge this one from Matthias because he's spot on. Not a Jet stake, but the Islanders got screwed over by the ref saying no goalie interference. What a joke. Jets get screwed over like this too. They got completely hosed last night.
I didn't. When did this happen? Last night?
Last night. It was horrendous. Took away a game-winning goal and they lost in the shootout.
Dude, I didn't see it, and I hate the Islanders, but my God, the goalie interference calls in the NHL are 100 times worse than roughing the passer in the NFL. And that covers an insane amount of territory. They got to get their act together, the NHL, because those goalie interference plays are just, it makes it unwatchable. It's outrageous.
Yeah, no one knew what they were reviewing at first. That's how bad this call was. It was like, oh, they're looking at a high stick. Like, no one even thought it was goalie interference. And it just
What, he just raised him?
I mean, it's tough to describe the play, but it was
I'll
bad.
check it out.
Even you as a Ranger fan will acknowledge the screwed up nature. Dre in the raffle again. Moneybags Dre already, baby. Yeah. Dre is gifted a channel membership to Cheats Fan. How about that? Is it Cheats Fans Day? Is that a sign of things to come? Ladies and gentlemen, Let's get to ASMANIAC Madness now, shall we? Let's set the stage. We're on to the Hood region. We're the number 1 overall seed in the region. Cheats Fan will take on the 8th seed, Weed the People. Then this afternoon, it will be Nate Nate against the Peter Castro in the 5-4 matchup there. Let's take a look. Here we go. The 1 seed, the 8th seed, the round of 32, the Hood region. Let's hand things over to the Jim Nance.
It's time for ASMANIAC Madness. Who will cut the nets down as the top ASMANIAC for 2025? Some of you don't even care, but we do. Let's get to it.
Vote, vote, vote. Polling is officially live in our round of 32. Fire Aaron Glenn checks in.
Whoa,
Just
fire
saying,
Aaron
fire
Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. Yeah, already.
Yeah. I mean, geez, I'm looking at the comments too. I'm not saying they don't have to improve at receiver. They do, big time. And they need another guy. I mean, receiver 2 is horrible. Of course they need to improve. But my only point is expectations, folks. This is not receiver 2 in a passing, run and shoot type offense under Rodgers or Brady or whatever. It's very, very different. So in this offense where, here's a perfect example. In this offense where you don't have to adjust on the fly because Rodgers, there's a lot of run and shoot principles. The quarterback and the receiver have to be on the same page with the coverage, with the leverage. And that's why there was so much miscommunication early in the year last year, because it takes time. You have to adjust. That's why Corley could never get on the field. Corley now, he's not going to be asked to do that. He's going to be running. Of course, there's going to be options for receivers, but not nearly as much as last year under Rodgers. So Corley, who knows? With the right coaching and the right system, he might be the right receiver number 2. We have no idea. So that's all I'm saying. Adjust expectations.
Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Your thoughts on Todd McShay in his mock having the Jets taking Armin Membu?
Yeah, I think he's the leader in the clubhouse. I think he's the odds-on favorite for me right now.
Over Tyler Warren or Mason Graham?
Yeah.
Graham might not be there, but Warren, I think, will. So your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the right tackle, the big, heavy right tackle, is the odds-on favorite. Knowing Glenn, what he wants to do with Fields, run the ball, I put it as a hefty percentage even over Warren. And I'm not saying they don't like Warren. I think they love Warren too. But I got Membu over Warren for sure.
Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. We got an upset brewing in ASMANIAC Madness. We saw a 15 seed get to the Sweet 16 yesterday. Could we see an 8 seed knock out a 1? 60-40 with 112 votes that have been cast so far. It is We the People leading Cheats Fan. We will get back to our conversation with
Chiefs
Robby
fan?
Sabo.
You said Chiefs fan?
Cheats Fan, yeah.
Holy cow, what is going on here?
Yeah, look, people love We the People. And I think Cheats Fan being a Cheats fan, people just don't like it. But I'll tell you what, we've seen crazy things happen in this tournament, and this battle is far from over. Quick break. This commercial spot is sponsored by Vote for Cheats Fan.
Cheats Fan just saying, please let me get to the Sweet 16. It's my goal. We the people, you good people, but I got to take you down, dog. I got to take you down. Let me get to the Sweet 16. Cheats Fan signing out. Hopefully I get well soon. Denny's, let's go, let's work.
Denny's, let's go, let's work. The final thoughts from Cheats Fan there.
What translate? What is that?
He is trying to get a job back at Denny's where he previously worked. I think he's had more stints at Denny's than like Billy Martin has had as the Yankee manager.
Yeah. So, okay. If that's his campaign, let me know how to help. We'll get you back at Denny's. Grand slams.
Look, it's not going to be easy for Cheats Fan to come back. I mean, we has a big lead, but things change fast in this tournament.
I think I had Chiefs Fan losing in the Elite 8, I think, if I remember correctly. So this is round of 32. That would be early, I'll tell you. We'll see.
Comments, questions, super chats, they will cut the line. Let's play a scenario out, all right? Let's say Armin Membu is not on the board because there are people who think he's in play for New England with that number 4 pick if they want to go offensive line. What do the Jets do then at 7 if Membu is gone?
It depends on the wild carders, how they feel. About the other right tackle.
Will Campbell?
Yeah.
Well, I
If
guess
they,
could be a guard, too, depending on how you look at him.
and you got the versatility of AVT. How do they feel about him? But I would have to, but I mean, by default, I'd have to peg Warren in for sure. Membu number one, and this is not my big board. This is just my best guess based on everything I've heard and seen, and projecting out Glenn and Engstrand's vision for the offense. Fields changes a lot. So Membo, Warren, and then Campbell, I would say. The D tackle, I think Glenn would love the D tackle. I don't know if he's that specific type, though. That's the question. Is he that specific two gapper that he's looking for? I don't know, but those are the four. Ted McMillan, I don't think there's a chance in the world. And same thing with Dart. And Dart, there's more of a chance. I shouldn't say no chance, but I'd look towards those four, the big guys.
I hope they trade out, personally.
That too. I mean,
It's
trading
easier said than
down,
done, but trade down and get extra picks.
Yeah, I think if Membu and Warren aren't there, and that's very unlikely, one of them will be there. I think he'll try to do everything to trade down, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live right now, please hit the like button. You vote, but you don't like the video? What are you, a communist? Come on now.
Yeah.
We live in a society around here. Bino with a super chat. Jake, get used to upsets. Briga has set the standard now, and employment and W-2s matter. It's true. Dave Briga is making sure people get jobs in this country, and that matters.
How so? What's explain to your boy what's going on with Briga.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robbie. The only way I could try and explain to you, Dave Briga, is not having me explain it, but allowing you to watch this.
He thinks that Charles and Bobby need to get a job. This cowboy hates to see ASMANIACs complain. What he call him, one punch Briga. You need to get a job. What he call him, one punch Briga. The beast is on his ass. Call him one punch Briga. Has anyone seen Bean Mac? Call him one punch Briga. You only need one.
Is Gorman a Xbox or PlayStation guy? That'll tell me everything I need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's Xbox.
Man, I thought I raised him right.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, is Mikey Midnight still in it?
Oh,
and Bobby?
Yeah, he's in it.
Okay.
Bobby's in it. Yep.
Just making sure.
Definitely. This comment here is interesting. Mark says wide receiver 2 is just as important as wide receiver 1 with our current roster. If Wilson gets hurt, we're screwed.
Every position's important. It's a matter of a hierarchy. Like, you got to stack wide receiver 2 against right tackle. You got to stack wide receiver 2 against interior D line. You're not doing it right. You got to take wide receiver 2 and stack it against those positions, not wide receiver 1. And under the vision with Fields as the quarterback. That's the formula there.
If they're going to take a receiver in the first round, I agree with you. It can't be at 7. It would have to be if they trade down. And just listening to what Aaron Glenn wants in players, he's talked about speed a lot. I don't think they would take Tet. I think the Jets would be one of those teams that would have Golden as the number 1 receiver because of how fast he is.
I don't disagree. Theoretically, Tet would fit well next to Garrett. Theoretically, but in actuality, Garrett's more of a, dare I say, a possession guy as opposed to a deep threat guy. If you think about it, he had that one-handed jump man catch, but explosives down the field. He's more possession. He's more route running. So I think I'm with you. The vertical speed guy is probably more the wide receiver 2 type prototype that they're looking for.
It's funny to me because apparently Garrett Wilson, according to one NFL analyst, is the 45th best wide receiver in football.
Yeah, listen, I'm on the Garrett is probably a little overhyped train, but that's outrageous.
45th?
It's silly. It's outrageous. It's silly.
Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Robby Sabo. Quick reminder that this show is available in podcast form, Apple or Spotify. So just search Jake Asman Show, and you can get it there after we're done with the live YouTube show. All right. Some other topics I want to hit on, Robbie. Mm-hmm. When you look at where the Jets are as a team, which free agent signing do you believe, besides Fields, has the actual best chance of working out? Where you go, all right, I see this player here. I could see this working out. And like all these 1-year deals, this guy will be on the team a year from now as a guy they got to bring back. Who's this year's John Simpson?
Cisco. Because I think he's going to have a specific center field role, and that's his strength. Glenn, looking at what he did in Detroit, Brian Branch was low, and he had his counterpart, his other safety, high, whoever that may be, based on injuries. And he doesn't really stray from that too much. So I think Cisco is going to have, a pretty good season upcoming here.
Cisco, the pride of Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Not like, all pro worthy or Pro Bowl, but you know what I mean? I think he's going to be a solid, think DJ Reed type free agent signing.
I'll take it. Dre Correa checks in. Hello, Dre. Robbie and Jake, if the Jets take Dart at 7, I may have to give up on the Jets. Robbie, what do you think? Shout out to Leany and the 4.5 percenters.
Yeah, no, I don't. You don't give up on the Jets. Breaking down his film, there's a lot to like. He's careful in terms of what he wants to do, how many chances he wants to take, depending on the situation, depending on the game. He gets more comfortable in certain situations once he processes what's happened the first few drives. He doesn't have a crazy blazing arm, but he can make every throw on the field. And I would take his arm, not arm strength over Fields. Fields has a stronger arm, but I would take Dart's array of throws anywhere on the field with anticipation over Fields any day of the week. His running isn't great. He doesn't. Any of his raw attributes don't scream out at you, but it's more game situation. It's more leader, and that's the stuff you like. So, I get it. I don't think they're going to go Dart in the top 10 at 7, not with Fields, based on, I think Fields believes he's the number 1 guy in week 1, and I think that's going to hold true. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if they do.
You can't take a project at 7 when you have this many needs. And you're saying you're trying to win now and going forward. That is the biggest load of bull if they take Jackson Dart at 7.
Yeah.
I'm out on Glenn and Muji if they do that.
It would be.
And look, if Dart's great, I will eat my words. I will eat my hat on this show if Dart is great. All right. I'll wear a Jackson Dart jersey for a year straight on the show if they take him at 7 and he's, a Hall of Fame quarterback someday. I'd love to be, but that to me would be the biggest bunch of bull if they took this quarterback at 7, given how they've operated and everything they've said.
Well, and the other thing is how is Fields going to react in that time when that happens?
It's Kirk Cousins all over again last year.
Yes, and there's precedent now. It's a unique precedent. I don't think it's going to happen. Listen, we're talking about hypotheticals that I don't think are going to happen. Why? Well, I'm hesitant on Dart in terms of is he a project or not? Because there are more games from this past season and from the previous season that I want to see before I definitively say project or not. There's a lot of stuff I like. There's some stuff I don't like.
He's not a first-round pick. He's one of these other developmental guys that you take on day 2 or day 3.
Yeah, based on his trajectory, that is correct. But we've seen Burrow. Remember Burrow? He was mid-round, late-round pick until that final year.
Yeah, but that final year was one of the great seasons of all time. Jackson Dart wasn't that. He was good. He wasn't that. He also if you remember Dart, the offense that he ran, he's taken 30 career snaps from under center. 30. You can't use a top 7 pick on that guy.
Let's the 100-pound elephant in the room is Zach Wilson. It's the same trajectory that they grew up together. They know each other.
They went to the same high school for only a year, though, to be fair. But still, he also wears number 2. He plays a lot like Zach Wilson. It's not even that. That's not even the reason why I don't want him. It's funny
I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying in general that is definitely a factor here in terms of Jets fans' feelings, and I get it 100%. But I don't think anyone has to worry about it because I don't think it's going to happen.
Super chat from Zach, who says, Jake, Robbie is the best co-host you bring on. This is my first free chat. Do you think Beast is the love child of a cannoli and fat bastard from Austin Powers?
Yeah, I mean, that's not bad, but I think he's more George the Animal Steel, or King Kong Bundy, or Bam Bam Bigelow. If you know old school wrestling.
Keep going through all the wrestling references. Beast is gonna love that.
Shoot, what's the guy? Earthquake. Remember him? That's for the old classics right there. I haven't watched wrestling in 30 years, but I remember those guys.
I love that.
Yeah, Earthquake was good. Tugboat. How about Tugboat? Beast's gonna love that one.
Tugboat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't actually know the answer to this, Zach. I appreciate you watching the show. The only way I could get an answer is to maybe ask the source directly.
I might be big, I might be bad, but I'm gonna take your ass down.
Beast, your thoughts?
My favorite 300-pound guys, I'm going to run it by you. Crush the Wrestler was one of my favorite guys with his
Demolition?
With his Crush.
Demolition?
Kona
Was
Crush.
Was Crush part of Demolition? Yeah, right?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Okay.
Axe, Smash, and Crush were Demolition of 1990 before when Axe got fired by Vince McMahon. It was Smash and Crush managed by Mr. Fuji. I respect that guy. But guys, I am not 300. I am 261 pounds of muscle. I have actually been looking good, feeling good. And if you can't achieve that, then you know what? In the words of Dave Brigger, you ain't achieving nothing. Come to Brigger University. We will accept you. Men, women. If you want to come to this university, vote David Brigger 2028. Next president of the USA.
Beast, are you the Shockmaster?
The Shockmaster was the worst thing WCW ever did. It was the worst. It was stupid. I swear to God, I have proof of it in my library department. I've seen it. I have all the clashes. I got all the Saturday Night Main events. I have every single thing on roster. You want to see proof of it? You want to see proof? You want to see it? Come on. I'm going to take you right here.
No, I think every single person believes you, actually.
Here you see it right here. You see all that proof right there? Right there, AWA, ECW, New Japan, NWA, WCW, WAR. At the bottom, all my clashes, including rare WWFs in your house. And if people don't like what they see, then you know what? Change the goddamn channel or get off the train.
Hey, Beast, big fella likes your shirt. Show it off.
Thank you. Hey, big fella, I'm voting for you. And you know what? Like you told Charles Grumman, I'm coming for that ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass.
That could be taken a bunch of different ways.
Now these draft picks, no Jackson Dart. No.
So, hey, Beast, real quick, to be clear, though, just so we get on the record, you were not the love child of a cannoli and fat bastard from Austin Powers.
Zachary, how dare you? Mr. Unachieved. You know what? You have no achievement to anything. You just basically drop to the bottom of the list. You want achievement? Go out and earn it. But 2028, vote David Brigger for the next president because the man is tough. He is tougher than bricks and nails, and he can eat lightning and crap thunder. Just remember this. Vote Brigger 2028.
You got to fix the internet up, man. We want to hear what you got to say, you know?
Well, don't worry. I got something to fix it. The very first part of the day.
Holy shit.
That's a guy that believes in achievement right there, Robbie.
Yeah, the dude is on fire. Let me tell you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want in on the raffle, we are accepting memberships. Signed Darrell Revis helmet, signed Rex Ryan helmet, signed Bart Scott jersey, signed Tone Time helmet, signed Antonio Cromartie helmet, signed Nick Mangold helmet. Find me the show that is giving away the volume of prizes we're giving away each and every week. ASMANIAC Raffle number 20, our 20th raffle since December 1st. This one is from Bo, who says, we now have a quarterback who's great with his legs, but not known as a deep threat. Short yardage weapon should be the focus. Warren fits the bill. I would take Warren at 7. The Jets have done the opposite of everything I've wanted them to do since the offseason started, so I think it's going to be Membu if he's there at 7.
Yeah, no, dude, Warren fits. Warren absolutely fits. Membu and Warren are top 2, clear cut in my mind. Campbell as well. I mean, as a wild card, he's a tweener. He's a bit of a tweener, and Membo's he fits more at right tackle. You could leave AVT at guard. But Warren, in terms of what they want to do, he's receiver 2, folks. That's the receiver 2. If they draft Warren, and it would make sense in a Fields offense. So Bo knows. Bo absolutely knows.
comments, questions, your super chats. We'll cut the line. But first, we give a huge shout out to Bo C because he's the first to drop a mega membership gift. 10 channel memberships were just gifted. Let's go. Hit the booby dance. Your thoughts on that, Robby?
I was on a different tab. I was trying to scramble to come over, and I missed it.
One more time.
My life has changed.
Do you ever think you'd be talking Jets on a show that features a grown man flashing his man boobs?
Might need censorship. I got to be honest.
Women pay for those things. That's how powerful those are.
Bobby, OnlyFans is a thing, brother. Due diligence.
Dre Day, the Jet fan. Mr. C, who's her daddy? Gilbert Gonzalez, B. Ramos, Mark Ferrero, JT, Ryan Moss, Dean, Mr. McMoney, all receiving memberships courtesy of Bo. He is now in the ASMANIAC Raffle for 10 more. Bo's got a lot of entries this week, and I feel good about his chances of winning with 6 prizes and counting so far. Alan wrote in that a Graham pick, so Mason Graham at 7, could mark a possible trade of Quinnen Williams. I think that would make no sense. I think the whole point of taking Graham would be to pair him up with Quinnen so you could be dominant up front like what the Eagles have done, and then you have McDonald and Jermaine on your edge, and you're basically saying, we have Sauce, we got Carter, we got Quincy, we got Sherwood, we got all 3 levels of our defense shirt up.
They could work together. I think in Salah's scheme, he would target Graham to play alongside Quinnen, and Glenn, I'm not sure. I'm still wondering. And most of it is I haven't watched Graham's film enough right now, so I'm hesitant to say. But it could absolutely work. Would they trade Quinnen? I don't know. It all depends on how Glenn feels about Quinnen. Does he think he's 100% invested? He's all in. It's only going to get better from here. That's the question. And in terms of Glenn, what he said at the combine, hey, there's going to be stuff that people won't like moving forward. There could still be a trade. So I wouldn't rule it out completely.
I think Quincy would be more likely to be traded than Quinnen.
Me too.
He's on the last year of his deal. He's 29. They just paid Sherwood. Are you going to pay 2 linebackers over $10 million a year?
No. And it's a problem. Like, listen, even if they're the best guys in the world, it's a problem having those 2 guys out there together. And even Mosley and Quincy were a problem in a lot of ways. You need a heavier guy. You just need a guy who could fill those holes.
Unless you're better up front and those guys fill the holes, and then your linebackers are flying through to make tackles and you're blitzing more off the edge and you're creative that way.
Fair. You could do that too. And listen, when I talk about these fits, I'm talking about it in terms of a vision, in terms of a high ceiling, perfect. If you were to ask Glenn, what's the perfect way to lay it out? The world's not perfect. It's not going to turn out perfect. So just understand that, everybody. When I talk about these fits, it's the high ceiling perfect. And, maybe they keep Quincy and they roll with those 2 guys, but I doubt it.
Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Make sure you vote in ASMANIAC Madness. Like the video first and then vote. It's getting tighter. We the People's up 55-45. So we got a game here. A 1 seed is not going down just yet. Chiefs fan still has a shot. 5 memberships were just gifted. These are the lifeline of the show, baby. Cynthia is in the ASMANIAC Raffle for 5. Let's go, Cynthia. Cheeseman, Vino, Stacks, Different Timing, Ruben Rivera, and Matt Burns all receiving memberships there from Cynthia. Super chat from Weed, who says, a vote for me is a vote for Weed. Okay, Weed. Emmanuel with an ASMANIAC super chat. When you become a channel member, you get a free super chat every month. We need offensive weapons. Our offense has been too bad for too long. We always do. Defense first. Time for offense. I agree. If the Jets use their first 3 picks on offense, I'm okay with that, Robby. Because think about it. You have a defensive head coach, an experienced defensive coordinator. How many teams start their season next year with an all-pro corner, a really good nickel corner, first-team all-pro linebacker, an ascending young linebacker in Jamie and Sherwood, McDonald is a 10 sack a year guy, an all-pro
Mhm.
defensive tackle. And look, Jermaine's coming off the Achilles. I get it, but he's still going to be a good player. Like that's where you're starting from. So if you double down or triple down on offense early, tight end, receiver, offensive tackle, or guard, like that makes sense to me based on how they've operated this offseason.
Yeah, yes, you nailed it. How they've operated this offseason. Look at some of the free agent signings. Nandi, Cowart, that's interior guys right there. You got Nandi, Cowart, Leonard Taylor, who I love. I still love Leonard Taylor. Quinnen. It's not ideal, but you could go into next season with those 4 guys. They're going to add another body or 2 somehow, some way. But yeah, it's completely feasible. They go offense.
Robbie, earlier you asked if this guy is still alive in the tournament. Not only is he still alive, but he's alive and well.
Hello, I'm Mikey. I'm Bobby's little bro. Have you seen Jake Graves? She's so beautiful. I love my boy Jake, but not in a gay way. I am so happy. I'm not gonna touch anything, I promise.
Hey
Yes.
guys, you hear me?
Yes.
Hey guys, I got the computer working, but I have to use the little computer today.
Don't touch anything. It's working perfectly.
Yeah.
Mikey.
No. How? It was just perfect. As I said, it's working perfectly. It cut out. You can't have worse timing. Mikey. Hey, Mikey, since we can't hear you, but we can see you, I'm just going to play some music and you could just dance for the people because I know the people love it. Hold on. Stand by. I'm going to give you a beat here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rock. Here we go. Get ready for this. Yeah.
Oh.
Dance, Mikey. Dance. We're not. We can't hear you. That's disappointing. We had him for a second.
Damn, I haven't had a chance to really have a combo with Mikey, but
I know. That's why I saw he was there. I was like, let me get to him fast.
yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what I could do. All right. Let me get my IT guy on the line and we'll see if we could maybe figure something out. Sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the Yankees and the Jets. Can't believe Jake and Rogers met. I'm more than just a hat on Bobby. Michael was supposed to go on his new computer today. The cable guy said him about. I don't know what's going on. Why
He's not on the new computer right now.
Get over there. Set him up.
Well, he had the cable guy do everything for him. He set you up on your show, Nick's show, and everybody else's show.
What's up, Bobby? How's life?
Good. Next Tuesday will be good.
What's next Tuesday?
Next Monday, I mean. I'll be going
what's
to get a hopefully interview for a job.
Nice.
At the Hilton.
Hilton? Are you going to be,
Hilton.
what are you going to do?
Well, breakfast people in the morning. You know how they serve breakfast?
Yes.
Train.
Would you trust Bobby Midnight to serve you some sausage and eggs, Robbie?
Yes,
And
I would. I would.
Well, it's really, you don't, you serve yourself, but we fill up the food while you go.
Yeah. Yes, the complimentary breakfast in the morning, correct?
Yeah.
Is it true you tried to lick your nipple on air last night, according to Nick Sharp?
Oh, yeah, you have to see that, yeah.
Do I really have to?
Well, I'm surprised Gator didn't give you that picture yet.
Who's your 32 round? Who's your matchup this week, Bobby?
Oh, Jake. No, I don't go for a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks. It's gonna be fast, Bobby.
Oh yeah, because it's quicker now. Yeah, when do you think we're going on? Jake
Soon.
Who is it? Who's he facing?
Jake Quest. Jake Quest and Jake Quest wants me and him to sing a song together.
Ooh, I think that's some sneaky committee work. It's like Arkansas putting Arkansas in St. John's bracket.
Stuff in the works. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. You got to apply. I believe in you.
I already did the sexy dance, so almost that.
Snowball says, Bobby will get you a meal ready in a flash. Are you going to flash for customers at the hotel?
No, I don't think so. No. No, I don't think they want to see my man boobs.
I keep seeing the word nip in the comments. It's prevalent.
Well, that's what it was happening last night. Nate paid me $20 to lick one of my nipples.
Nate paid you $20. That's all you got for doing that?
Dude, your agility rating, if you were in Madden.
I couldn't even do it because of my right. They're kind of a little lopsided because of the right one. I couldn't reach. I think it might be able to do the left one better. I don't know. So yeah, then
you should have got more than $20 for that. I mean, come on.
No,
that's only $10 per breast.
Yeah, I know, but that's what he wanted to pay me. So, but
well,
then
ask for more. You're a terrible negotiator.
South Philly gave me $25 to continue my show from last night. So,
how long was your show?
I went to about 3.5 hours. Then Nick went on at 11 or something.
Nice.
Yeah, so I ended at 11 o'clock. Yeah, that's the new thing of me. Yeah, okay. I don't know what happened to Michael. I'm sorry. He said the cable guy got him going.
Mikey.
Oh.
Mikey.
Oh.
Nah,
Midnight.
There. I tried.
I don't know. I'm gonna call him up after the.
John Holmes will give you $20 to stick a soup can in your derriere.
No way, Jose. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's
that is a sickening thought.
Yeah, that's OnlyFans material.
He must
right there.
do it every day. That's why he actually
got him. Got him.
Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff, sir.
All right, Bobby. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna call up Mike now.
How did they get the nickname Midnight? What's going on there?
I just gave him that.
You just gave him why? Because they do their shows at midnight. Bobby's on until midnight.
Well, eventually, I guess because he's basically on 24 hours a day. But I don't know. I just thought he would call on as Bobby, and I'm like, Bobby Midnight.
It works.
We need a name.
Yeah, it works.
Needed the name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the more calls here before we say goodbye to Robbie. But we also will keep on reading your super chats, like this one here from Bo. Tritz formation is one of the most effective offensive sets in the NFL. We have one receiver for that set. Who do you see as a blue chip 2 and 3? Oh, in this draft?
Well, again,
this draft has a lot of 2s in it.
Yes, and they'll get a receiver on day 2. It is so hard to project out receivers on day 2 because
and the Jets have a great history of always picking second-round wide receivers.
Round 2, Stephen Hill, Devin Smith.
They haven't hit on I did this yesterday. They haven't hit on a second-round wide receiver since Wesley Walker.
Wow, Wesley was round 2.
Think about that. This is how pathetic this franchise is. And the recent history is an abomination. Curley was the first pick of the 3rd round. We'll throw him in there. But then how about Denzel Mims, Elijah Moore, Stephen Hill, Devin Smith? Like, it's just they are incompetent at selecting wide receivers in the 2nd round.
There's a couple more that I'm sure the commenters could provide, but man, Johnny Lamb Jones was a 1st rounder. Wesley Walker was a 2nd round. That's incredible. Corley, don't listen. I know everyone's down on Corley, but it's a different offense. He's going to have much more of a role, much more of a chance to get some playing time. So Corley will be in the mix in terms of trips 3x1. If you got Warren on the other side, your receiver 2 or receiver 3 could be less than. And it's so hard to project out receivers. There's so many in every draft. It's funny when I hear receiver is deep this year in the draft. That's every year. It's the way the NFL's the football's played these days. You throw the ball all over the lot.
It's deep but not star-studded. Last year was deep and star-studded.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, deep every year. Whether or not it's top heavy is the real question. That's tight ends as well. There's always pass catchers. There's always tight ends and receivers and weapons. It's deep every year. So to project that out is impossible. Some diamonds in the rough, I'll have to get back to you on that. I haven't gotten to receiver too much yet, which I better haul ass because I got a month left, right? When's the draft? Late April?
It is less than a month, baby. April 24th. Operation Get Robby Sabo to the draft party is underway, folks.
Yes, we're working on that. We are working on that. But yeah, I'd be stunned if they don't draft a receiver on day 2.
Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in front of your TV screen, get to it immediately.
His home smell is on my beard. That's what feels good. All the road smell is on my beard. In a dirty hotel room. Cause the show smell is on my beard. just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the jets, super jets. Wherever the big fella sleeps alone, there's no room on his bed. Wherever the big fella.
The big fellas.
Bro, I absolutely love that, man. It is amazing. That's a masterpiece and a half, bro. I absolutely love that thing. Gator showed it to me last night, and I was just like, God, this is the best thing ever, man.
That's
so good.
That's VH1.
It's so ridiculous. He sent me this when he texted it to me last night for approval. This is what I wrote. Let me find this text. I go, LMAO, I have no idea what the F is happening there, but I love it.
I love it too, bro. I think it's amazing, you know. It's so good. I don't know what to say, but get into the Jets, right? Is Tyreek Hill is he still wanting a trade out of Miami?
No. All
right, so he's not.
I wouldn't want him either, to be honest. I think
no. I'm not saying that. My concern is about our secondary. Okay, because if I have to see, I'm confident with Sauce guarding Tyreek Hill, but Stevens guarding Waddle. If I have to see that penguin dance again in the end zone, it's going to drive me crazy. So I was just wondering how confident you are with him being the number 2 corner.
You talking about Stevens?
Stevens. Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think our mind needs to shift to Glenn and what he likes to do defensively. And what is that? Send pressure at the quarterback. Yeah. So, it's higher risk, but it's higher reward. You remember Rex? You were a fan during the Rex days.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That first year, they had Revis, but their cornerback 2 was awful. Lito Shepard, they didn't have anyone, and it bit them in the ass against Peyton Manning, but still they got to the AFC title game. And the reason is because of the pressure. And if Glenn could generate pressure and the front 7 does its thing, again, it's the expectation thing. CB2, I think it's going to be what they have pretty much. I mean, they might add a body, maybe Stigger steps up, but it'll be about the pressure. Think about it like that. Can they get to the quarterback?
Okay. All right. That was my question. I mean,
yeah.
I just, I'm concerned with the secondary. I mean, we're not a bad team at all. We have like a lot of talent on the team, but there are some holes that we need to fill, and the coaching's unknown. I have confidence in it, but it's still unknown, so that was
when you're looking at it on paper, no question. That is looking at Stevens, the unknowns at CB2, big time question. I hear you.
Yeah. So,
hey, big fella, who'd you vote for in the matchup here? It feels like we could have a 1 seed going down.
I actually didn't vote yet. I've been waiting on line. I haven't voted yet. I like Chiefs fan a lot. I've been with Weed. Weed's the worst bowler
I've been with Weed too,
I ever saw. But Weed's the worst bowler I ever saw, but I like Weed too. So it's going to be tough when I make the decision.
Weed's a bad bowler. If you watch the Big Lebowski, you wouldn't think so.
I'm probably going to go towards Weed because Chiefs fan did say some disparaging things about our president. So
oh God,
I'm probably going to head that way, but I love them both. I really do love them both. And, it's not like, I have to vote against this guy. I'm voting for somebody,
It's well said.
So yeah, that's what I got.
I mean, look, you got a hell of a matchup in the Sweet 16. I mean, have you thought about the approach against Charles Eugene M. Gorman?
Oh, I have an approach, man. I sent it to you yesterday.
Oh, I saw it. Stay tuned.
I sent it to you yesterday, and it's going to be a series, bro. I have creative. This tournament has stoked the creative juices, let's just say, and just wait and see. That's all I gotta say.
It's a tall task ahead of you, my friend.
Yeah, it sure is. So that's that's what I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did JJ call you? The bedroom bandit?
Bedroom bandit. That's right.
The bedroom bandit himself. TBW, the big fella.
When he's home, his bell is on the bed. That's what feels good. On the road, his bell is on the bed. In a dirty hotel room. Calls the show Shadow's belly's on the bed. It's just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the jets, super jets. Whenever big fella sleeps alone, there's no room on his bed. Where's a big fella?
Dude, the feet up, like laying on his belly with his feet up, makes the video. If his feet weren't up, it would. I don't know how good it would be. So kudos to. Was that Gator?
Who else could make something
Okay,
like that?
dude, Gator, the feet up, genius, brother, a genius.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get back to your calls here, Peter Castro, who's competing today against Nate, parentheses, Nate in the 4 versus 5 matchup, is gifting 10 memberships in the ASMANIAC Raffle. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to our guy, Peter Castro.
Show me the money. Show me the money! Money.
A-Ray, Dean Paparella, Tony Goods, Nicoy James, Gonzo Badger, Nayus OUZ, David Neves, Tyler, Zach Johnson, all getting memberships there from the OG, Peter Castro. All right, let's get to a couple more calls here with the Robby Sabo. Let's say hello right now to the number 4 seed in the train region, Mr. Kyle Clifton. Hello, Kyle.
What's going on, Jake? How are you?
Kyle, how's the beach?
What's up? Beach is splendid today. Mrs. Clifton just walked in on me as I was about to.
You could have used any word, but you chose splendid.
Yes,
I tip my cap.
splendid.
Yes.
So I want to push back a little bit on something both of you guys were saying a little bit earlier, right?
Yeah.
So I think the only way that Membo's not there for us at 7 is if Shador falls. You guys kind of agree with that?
Well, what if New England just takes him? Like Tannenbaum put a mock out. If he were the GM of the Pats, he would draft Membo at 4.
Well, that's the thing. I think Shador would have to fall for that to happen, because otherwise they're going to take Carter or the cornerback.
So let's think about it. So let's say Cam goes 1. 2 would be, let's say Shador either goes 2 or 3. That means Hunter and our Carter, one of them is there for New England, and you think they, hey, I mean, it'd be interesting because he has Hunter, I think, falling. So that'd be the only thing.
And then what? He goes to the Raiders, you think?
I got to look. I think he had him to the Raiders.
I mean, are the Raiders really going to draft the Genty?
I find that hard to believe. I think
me too.
I don't know.
Me too, but I keep seeing it everywhere.
My point was, though, like, I don't think it's a choice between Campbell and Warren at 7, because if position value is your thing, like, and he's really a guard, then you would probably just take Warren, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And then
I want Warren because I think he'd be the second best receiver on this team from day one, and he'd help you in 2 areas by being an elite blocker in your running game. And also, if we're concerned about the right tackle, put Warren on that side. Boom, problem solved.
Right.
Yes. Here's the thing. If it were Bowers this year instead of Warren, I think Glenn would not want to go down that route.
Because he's not the type of inline tight end that Warren is.
Yes. It's Warren's dual nature that will be so intriguing. Steve Hyden, tight end, is as the online coach. Engstrand, coming from Harbaugh, back in his college days. So, yeah, I'm with you.
So the other thing I wanted to say is I think that Glenn is probably going to be looking for a one technique next to Quinnen, and someone who's a little heavier.
Yeah, a guy who can gobble up blocks.
So
like right now they have 4 guys, I guess, that they could technically go into the year with, but no, if they're gonna grab a D tackle, I think it's gonna be a heavy guy.
So later, right? Like maybe second round, and I possibly think that they could grab 2 DTs in this draft, because if you look at it, guys like I think Tefeli and Federian Mathis, like, they don't have any guaranteed money to really speak of.
Yes.
Like, so I think that, like, in some of the things I've been looking at, they've been taking 2 or 3 D tackles, especially if they're able to trade down, because then you're pushing some of the chafe off the roster, like some of the lesser guys, and you're really revamping your D line, which is really the problem that set you back last year, right? Now I get that might not be practical. We have a lot of needs to take 3 DTs, maybe it's 2. But I'd be interested in taking one heavier and one maybe lighter guy that might be able to get to the passer up the middle. Another guy like who's the guy that the Miami guy from last year, the UDFA that Robbie was talking about
Leonard
before.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another guy like that to kind of compete with him. I think that this draft, there's so many strengths that kind of fit with our needs. We got to let it come to us, and we're going to be able to do it if Muji is at all good at this. So I can't wait to see what's in the store, and hopefully we won't be filled with vitriol the day after the draft on that Friday morning. I appreciate your time.
And listen, here's the last thing, and it's going to drive everyone nuts with all the combinations and possibilities, but we can't completely eliminate Mason Graham as an option.
Right. I mean, it feels like it's a little duplicative of what we get with Quinn, and that's the only thing with me.
It is, but at the same time, Wink played 3-4, so Graham is not. It's not as though Graham's going to be completely foreign to the ideas that Glenn will want to implement. I'm not saying Glenn's a 3-4 guy, but
No, I mean, we're going to have to be multiple, right? Like that's the way the league is, right?
Well, not the entire league, but as we saw with Salah, who was so married to his scheme. But yeah, Graham, right. I'm still uncertain. I don't know about Graham yet, to be honest. I got to be honest.
All right, guys. I appreciate the time.
Kyle, before you go, I mean, Chiefs fan was your guy. Are you concerned that Weed is going to pull off this upset here?
Yeah, I like both callers. Obviously, Chiefs fan is indeed my guy. He is a piece of work. I haven't voted yet either, but I will get to it when I get off the call. The tournament's just heating up now. This is great. We're into the hood, and may the best man win.
I still can't believe, Kyle, we went to overtime yesterday. I mean, that was one of the more stunning things in the history of just sports and entertainment, I'd argue.
There's a lot of fun things happening with the draft party and everything. I might be seeing if my younger brother Lyle Clifton might be joining us.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the party won't happen unless you're there, Kyle. So that's good news.
Very good. I'll talk to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the number 4 seed in the train region, Kyle Clifton, checking in. I just still can't believe it was 50-50 yesterday. Needing overtime after 2 hours of voting. 800 votes almost that were cast. They get an even number, an even split. That is insane.
It was more dramatic than when a certain somebody was sitting with George Steinbrenner in his box.
No, it was, I've never seen anything that dramatic since. Roger Clemens was in George Steinbrenner's box.
Love Susan, but she'll never live that one down.
I'll be seeing Susan on Thursday. Can't wait.
Nice.
All right. Robbie, do you have time for one more call?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's check in with a guy who wanted Briga in the Sweet 16. And his rationale was he wanted the toughest matchup. He wanted the toughest path. The 3 seed in the Chicken Soup region, King Lowski, is up next. What's up, King?
Jake, my brother, Robby Sabo and his hair, my brother, Robby Sabo and his damn hair. I love to see my brother. You saw my Robbie?
Get closer. Get closer to the screen. My dude, what's
Robbie,
up? What's up, Lowski?
I love you, my brother, man. You excite me every time you hop on, man. Every time you hop on the Jake Asman show, Robbie, you get me going. But let me tell you why you pissed me off today, Robbie. I'm gonna tell you, Robbie. Robbie, you bringing up that damn child, Robbie. That damn child we forever will forget. Okay? Forever will forget. Yeah, don't even say his name, Robbie. I don't even want you saying his damn name. Okay? He is officially the damn child. Okay? And let me tell you this, Robbie. I hear all of the Jackson Dart talk is cute. Okay? It's cute. I get it. He's a... Listen, that is the child 2.0. We don't need him. Okay? We don't need him. We don't need that damn child even being remiss in it. I can't stand it, Robbie. Don't bring up that damn child, okay?
Dude,
And whenever
King.
you come on here, you said
King,
what, Robbie?
King, stop dancing around the topic and tell me how you feel, please. You're too subtle, man.
What you mean, Robbie? What you mean?
You like Jackson Dart or no?
Robbie,
What?
Robbie, you really gonna sit up here and ask me this, Robby Sabo? Do I like that damn child, Jackson Dart? No, I don't like that damn child. He came from the same damn high school or college or wherever the hell he came from. Have you seen competition with this damn child? Huh? Have you seen him go against any legit competition? Huh? And really go out there and show his ass. I haven't seen it, Robbie. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see Robbie. I didn't want the child when we drafted him. Okay? Don't talk about another child we about to draft. Okay? It's either Warren or it's Graham. Okay? Or damn it, you trade down. All right? But at the end of the day, Robbie, I don't want to make this too damn complicated. We can't make this too damn complicated. If we draft a damn quarterback, who the hell is he gonna throw to? Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, and then what? Then what? Talk to me, Sabo. Talk to me.
You gotta learn to speak your mind, man. You gotta learn.
Sabo, I don't know how else to speak my damn mind. This is all I know, Sabo. I know the JTS, Jets, and I know about damn winning. And right now, that damn child ain't gonna result in winning. Okay? You go out there, you get that goddamn weapon, and you don't make this shit rocket science. You hear me, Sabo? I don't want to hear nothing about that damn child on this damn channel ever damn get. JTS, Asmaniac, yes, let's go, baby. JTS,
He was spitting facts there, literally.
Yeah, dude, you just gotta let him go. You just gotta let him go and hype him up, needle him as best you can. That's all you could do.
Lowski versus Briga, a spot in the regional final.
He's a shy fella, that Lowski.
Unbelievable. Robbie, job well done, sir. Tell people what they need to know about Jets X Factor.
You type it in. You open up a web browser and you type in Jets X Factor and you go to the site. And that's it. Promo code Asman, ASMAN.
Do it. Support Robbie and the team. Fialco, Blewett,
Yes, sir.
Ribka, Nania, Nick Faria. How about you guys bringing on Faria to write some stories?
Faria, crushing it for us. Yeah, dude. Our team is we're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and rolling. Nick X too. For all my basketball people, low ski. If you like the Knicks, hopefully you're a Knicks fan. Check that out too. Knicks X Factor.
I'll be there tonight to watch them hopefully beat the Mavericks.
Yeah. Hey, no Brunson. Is there any news on Brunson? I don't even.
Yeah, actually, there is news. It's positive. He's ahead of schedule and he could be back soon.
Nice. Okay, I haven't heard that yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robby Sabo. Robbie, you're the man.
Later.
Appreciate you, Robbie. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. I want to give some shout outs here. Huge shout out to Mark and Samantha Blair, who just purchased their tickets to attend our draft party. Just got the notification. Also was notified that Damien, who joined us at our Nick meetup on Saturday, purchased a ticket. Jay Quest purchased a ticket today. So spots are filling up. I'd get a ticket because once we hit the GA mark, that's it. So get your tickets, baby. Link is in the description. Your ticket includes a free drink, and you're automatically entered to win prizes. There's going to be a bunch of them, but the main ones you'll see on the screen shortly. A signed Sauce jersey, signed Klecko jersey, signed Mango jersey, signed Jermaine jersey. Plenty more to come with that. Wayne is in the ASMANIAC raffle for one by gifting this membership. Thank you very much, Wayne. We appreciate that. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Before we get to more of your calls, I want to talk about a brand new sponsor on the channel. Look at your screen right now, people. This is a Ridge wallet. It's awesome. All right. If you're someone like me who doesn't like Big George Costanza wallets, this is the wallet for you. It is sleek looking. They have like 50 different colors available online. It's awesome. It fits in your pocket, doesn't crush your rear or doesn't feel uncomfortable in your hip pocket. Check it out. I got mine in blue. I showed it off on the show yesterday, but Ridge is awesome. I know Neil is a Ridge user. A bunch of people in the chat have used Ridge. It's their 1-year anniversary right now. So I got a promo code that is going to get you 40% off. Go to ridge.com, promo code Asman at checkout. You see it up on the screen. It's in the description. Got mine right here. Ridge wallet, super easy to use, sleek looking. Take it on the go. Boom. You don't need those big wallets that are a mess. I'm sure many of you dads out there have the dad wallet, as I like to call it, or known in my household as the Steve Asman wallet. So check it out. Ridge is awesome. Ridge.com. Promo code Asman. 40% off. Get yourself a Ridge wallet today. It is an awesome gift. No, Father's Day still a little while to go, but I think it's a great Father's Day gift for someone starting to think about that. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. I know what we need to do right now. Let's check in with both candidates in action right now. The number 1 seed is on the line, as is the 8th seed in the battle. We have Cheats Fan and Weed the People. Hello, both.
Yo, what up, Weed?
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, I have a neck brace, and I broke both my arms. It was a rough day.
God damn it, Weed.
I saw an old lady getting mugged, and I tried to get involved. She was tough, but in the end, I ended up getting her purse. So it was a good day.
That background is amazing, Weed. Good job on kicking my ass, man.
That's no problem, man. I'll tell you what, I don't know how you do it, because having 2 broken arms make one specific activity very difficult. How you doing today, Chiefs fan? Did you save anything?
Good.
Save any kittens?
I honestly knew this upset was brewing, but it's fine.
You got your X-rays for your hand yet?
No shit, dog. I have all my X-rays handy.
I demand to see them.
I mean, I got the disc over here with all my X-rays. One sec.
I demand to see all your X-rays.
Don't lose you. They're not giving you another bag.
Thank you. Hey.
This is all 12 of my X-rays that recently got done.
So pop them in the computer and upload them.
I don't have technology. I don't have shit like that, dog.
It hurts. It hurts rubbing my hands together when they're broken, as bad as they are.
God damn it, Weed.
It's
the Chicago PD background is all.
Well, yeah, you're a narc. That's what you are.
I mean.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. My neck is better.
Yeah, I knew you were bullshitting.
Oh, it's a miracle. Who knew?
I knew you were
I'm okay. I'm okay, buddy. Give me a phone. Hell yeah. But I just hope these things heal, but by the time I want to do something tonight.
Hey, yo, what you gonna do?
Well, it's a family show, so I can't say it.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm playing golf.
Good luck in your next round, Weed, if you do events. Hopefully you can make the Elite 8, man.
What do you mean, if?
You never know. I mean, you never know. But, like, it looks like you're going to event. A lot of people on this show don't like me, it seems. Oh, well.
What do you mean? You're a lovable guy. Look at that face. I could just pinch those cheeks if my hands weren't so broken.
Hey, yo.
I would.
Do it then.
I'm fucking doing it right now. I'm pinching them on my screen.
Hell yeah. Weed, you're good people. I love all the memes. You get me through some of the hardest times in the Nick Shine's voice chat with those memes and all this. The Terrence and Phillip remake that you made.
That was a good one. That was a solid one.
That was amazing. Like, I needed that night. What movie is that, by the way, Weed?
It's Chiefs Fan. It's a critically acclaimed TV show.
Y'all keep on thinking I'm a serial killer, but okay.
I don't think Chiefs Fan. I know.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch?
First battle in the round of 32 inside the Hood region. Weed trying to knock off our first 1 seed in the tournament. Weed the people up 57-43 over Cheats Fan. Cheats Fan, that sounded a lot like a concession speech, man. You should have used the airtime to try and remind people of all the times you brought entertainment to this show. Sham writes in, sad display by Cheats Fan. Nick Shine says about to order a Jets Ridge wallet. Nick Shine better use that promo code. Promo code Asman. Check it out. We are seeking more channel memberships for those of you who want in on the raffle. Hit the like button if you haven't. Let's see how many votes we're up to. We're up to 479 votes, but there's only 224 likes. So if I had it my way, you would not be allowed to vote unless you like the video first. But I don't make the rules around here. That's Mr. Tube who does that with YouTube. So only so much I can do. Comments, questions, super chats. They cut the line. By the way, if you want a Jet Ridge wallet, I just checked. 57% off right now on the website. And then my promo code. So they got quite the deal going right now. Let's see. Jet Set Go. I see you're there, but do you have a camera? Because I'm not seeing the camera from you. He does have a camera. Here we go. Jet Set Go is next. What's up, Jet Set Go?
Not too much, man. I caught the show a little late. I didn't really hear what you and Robby were talking about, so I didn't want to chime in with some repetitive info. I will say I'm a little curious. See, Chiefs fan didn't, as you say, kind of use his platform to push himself forward, but I think we all have to remember that his neighbor did pass away unexpectedly and without reason, so I would warn we the people that making fun of Chiefs fan could end up with some real terrible results. I'm still back on the train of going offensive line first. And I wanted to ask you, because I know that you have spoken about trying to possibly switch AVT and move him around, move him to right tackle. But I did also realize, like, last year, it feels like the first time AVT wasn't hurt. And it was also the first time he wasn't really shuffled around. So are you not concerned that if we move him, he's not going to get injured or something like that?
Well, he missed a couple games anyway. Like, and his rookie year, I think he missed a game or two too, and he played left guard that year, right? Like, to me, obviously you're not in Kyle Clifton's house, Jet Set Go. Is there a fire going on behind you? Like,
yeah, so I work downtown. I'm working over by the Brooklyn Bridge, but
okay,
everything. Yeah, but I mean, if I could be with Kyle, looks like he's got a beautiful house. I do wish that we were. You know, he seems like a very friendly person. So
yeah, he's at the beach today, so it's nice of him to let you house sit.
Also, has a wonderful use of diction. I love like his vocabulary, his vernacular. Very intelligent individual.
Yep.
So,
yeah, to me, AVT at right tackle is an option. Like if they take Warren, let's say at 7, and then let's say they take a defensive tackle in the second round, a lot of people believe you could find a starting guard in the 3rd round. So
I'm not opposed to that, and I think that's pretty logical. I just feel that. You know, listen, you do this for a living, and what are my 2 cents? It doesn't mean anything.
I don't know anything either. None of us know anything.
Listen, you got connections, you're plugged in. I mean, you know more than most of us, I should say, calling in. The only thing that I would say is that it feels like the opportunity to miss on a prospect is far less in the 1st round. And then as you go down the draft, obviously it increases and increases. And as a tarnish and just like beaten down Jets fan, I would just very much appreciate to have a good offensive line, because as I feel like we've stated on the show before, the last time the Jets were good, it was mangled and it was the whole line was set. And, you know, Sanchez was a good QB. I don't think he was ever great. I think he did enough for us to get somewhere that we were all proud of, but we never had anybody that was elite as far as the signal caller. So that's just my 2 cents that's where I stand on. I'm just like, I don't know, feels like the way the league is going.
Yeah.
Or is.
I just hope they get it right, Jet Set Go. That'd be nice.
Oh,
Otherwise,
please.
I might jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. So I'll come down by your office.
Yeah, listen, just let's grab some beers and some lunch first, so that way you can at least go off and enjoy the nice evening. We'll do it when it's nice and warm. You let me know.
Good call, man. Appreciate it.
Later, man. Good seeing you.
Jet Set Go. Back-to-back days. Could he become a regular? Now, that would be fantastic. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. I don't know if I shouted out Wayne for getting in the raffle, but Wayne, I got you down. Nick Shine says our first 4 picks should be tight end, right tackle, DT, receiver in any order. Yeah, it's fair. I don't know. I like Mason Graham. I really don't want him at 7. I'd rather take an offensive weapon or an offensive lineman. Graham's really good, but I prefer offense in today's NFL. We have a defensive head coach, a good defensive coordinator. There's talent already on the defense. To me, you can get a good defensive tackle on day 2. That's how I look at it currently. Keep sending in your super chats, and I will address them. We do have some open phone lines if you want to join the show before we start to wrap up here. Get your questions in, your comments in, your super chats, most importantly, in, and we'll take a quick break and get to it on the other side. Give us a little moonwalk.
I can't. I got the ankle. Oh, do you not know what happened?
No. Did something happen recently?
Yeah, when I was in New York, I got hit by a car.
Is there security footage of this? Can I play it on the show?
So they would probably have the footage. I mean, what am I going to do with it now?
Gator's already working on a production of this, so
yeah, I think that's why I didn't want to bring it up.
I'm going to play a drop, and then that's your cue to make a face like you got hit by a car. You ready?
All right, I'll do it.
Here we go. Ready? And Gator writes in, can he throw the headset off and vomit?
Now there's a gas station over here. I'm gonna go get some pizza and see if they have any butter to put on it.
You could have died.
But I didn't.
Completely fell asleep and let himself get bitch slapped by them. I mean, you're talking about a guy who was about to tie Marvin Lewis. Most consecutive playoff losses. Let me finish, okay? Are you...
That's a bad football team. That is poorly coached.
It's a sad life being a Jets fan, man.
I'm just destroyed with this team.
I hate them. I hate them.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Death, taxes, and the Jets just stabbing a stake in our hearts.
We have all this talent and can't do anything with it.
I've got no words. It was brutal.
25. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know how much more I could take for this.
They are doing irreparable damage to this fan base.
It's a brand new song, Power of Dog.
I saw Bonesy last night playing basketball. He stinks. All right? Bonesy plays basketball like with a piano on his back.
I could ball, so Peter's just trying to get me egged up here.
That looks like me playing basketball.
See, I watched last night. It was really bad.
He does need a belt for his pants, I think.
What'd you watch me do, though? You watched me take 4 warm-up jumpers.
I just watched you move around. It's like you got cement shoes on.
Oh, my God.
Bonesy, I love you, but you're not a basketball player.
Peter, how does he shoot?
He had a two-handed, like, old man shot from the corner that didn't go in.
And they caught the robber of your place of work yet.
I choose not to talk about that.
Well, this is concerning, Scott. I don't know if I can make a commitment to broadcast from your place of work if there's a robber on the loose.
So you're going to be downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, whatever you want to do. At some point, I don't know, whatever.
Where are we going again, Scott?
Saratoga. You're going right at the bunker. Everyone can get down. It's cool.
And to be clear, you're not a suspect in the robberies right now.
I was on camera, and the camera was looking at the back of my head and saw my bun. He thought it was me. That's how that happened.
Okay.
I want everybody up here. English, Puerto Rican, that's why I'm here. And I know you want the mayor. I know you do. Should I say something or no?
Scott, to be honest, I really don't know what you're saying right now.
The mayor has lunch at the bunker a couple times a week. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Let's catch this robber first before I go.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. I'll do you want me? He was apprehended and released.
That's not good, Scott. Why was he released?
Jake, I don't know, man. Maybe a PR reason. Not have it in the papers, whatever.
A PR reason? He robbed your place of work. How was he just released?
It's not my call, dude. I have no clue.
Gunny, your thoughts on that call?
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
Only on this show, dude. Only on this show.
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone with the greatest camera quality you will ever see. Robert C. is up next. Hello, Robert.
So I try to pull up your channel on YouTube. What the Jets need to do is win.
Robert, thank you for the call. I don't know if that's your camera, if you're hanging out with Weed the People, if you're in a sauna, but that was great. I would like you to respond to the allegations that you and the big fella are actually the same person.
That's not AI.
It really looks like both of you guys.
I sent the picture to my mom and said, explain this.
Hi, Paul. Congratulations on sex.
B.O.B. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Jake said I should bring the orange chair and then charge $5 to sit in the chair.
Can you make me a promise?
What?
After Carly sits in the chair.
What?
After Carly sits in the chair, you got to promise me you're not just going to get on your knees and slam your face on it and smell it. Please don't do that.
Oh, I'm not. That's disgusting.
Wow, sorry. That was really inappropriate.
Look, I'm just looking out for you. I consider you a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want Carly sitting in that chair. I think you might want to swallow it out of that orange chair. I'm just putting that out there. You do what you want.
You can do it if you want.
If you sit in the orange chair right now.
Oh, I know. I got a full moon over Miami, too. So at least you don't see my fat butt.
Yeah, I've never seen you stand up in my life, so this is a first.
I stand up.
And we're back. Nice little blast down memory lane there. Comments, questions, super chats. Weed the People says, vote for weed and smash the like button. I would do it. My hands are so broken. Feels like we're going to have a 1 seed going down. 57-43. Weed the People currently leading Cheats fan. Last chance to vote. Boomtown with a question. Jake, in a scenario we considered last year was to draft top center, then we move them. We're tipping the guard. Has there been any discussions of that this year? Not in that scenario. The only thing we've talked about with moving linemen would be if they put AVT at right tackle, would they move Tippmann to guard, or would they move Josh Myers, who they signed from the Packers, who could play center or guard, to the guard spot? That'd be the question. That's all we know. More calls right now. Let's say hi to Rich, who's on the line. What's up, Rich?
Hey, what's up, Jake? How's it going, man?
Hey, Rich. How are you?
I'm good. I have some thoughts on the draft, Malachi Corley, and also AVT. You wanna pick one to start with?
Whatever you prefer.
All right, so I'm Malachi Corley. He was definitely a bust last year, but you know, with Saleh and with the way Douglas drafted, they drafted guys not to start right away. They were thinking more long term. Just look at Olu Fashanu. He was a backup, and he played great. So I don't think it means that he's a bad player necessarily just yet. I think it could, I don't think he's a guarantee at all. But I think Saleh couldn't hold any guys accountable. We all know that. So with a guy like Aaron Glenn, I'm really hoping he can make Malachi Corley work. He can motivate him, and maybe he can be good. Again, no guarantees with him, but I don't think he's necessarily a bust just yet. I'm hoping with the new coach, maybe he can turn it around and make a bigger impact. What are your thoughts?
He could. I'm just not banking on it. I can't go into the year penciling him in to have a big role in this team.
Fully agree. Yeah, we got to fill in some more receivers. We've got nothing outside of Garrett. But before everyone thinks he's a bust, he could have a role, but again, no guarantees with him. Moving to AVT for a second. So I think it would be great for the line if he could play right tackle. I am very worried about moving him to right tackle, though. I don't think there's any guarantees that he gets injured, but I think at tackle, you have to be more explosive. You don't have a guy right to your side, so you have to be able to shift laterally very, very quickly. And that can absolutely put more strain on the joints, on the ligaments, on the tendons, like the Achilles. So I'm pretty worried about moving him out to right tackle, given that he played well at right guard. But again, we don't have any right tackles. So if we don't get a good right tackle, early in the draft, I'm for moving him out. But I'm hoping that we get Membu. But again, I really like Warren too. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, to me, it's like if the Jets medical staff or the sports science staff doesn't see any correlation to his injuries and playing right tackle, like, to me, he could do it. He proved he could do it before. And he's also now second year removed from the Achilles. So I think he'll be more explosive as a lineman this year, just like we were talking about what Rodgers would be like year 2 off the injury. So I don't think they're going to do it, Rich, because I think they're going to end up taking Membu when it's all said and done. But it's an option if Membu, say, gets drafted, or they do want to go Warren at 7.
No, that's a good point. And as long as he's not playing right tackle in Denver, you can sell me on it. I don't want him playing right tackle in Denver. When we go to Denver, whenever that is, please move him to guard. Now, as far as the draft, I also really want a weapon. I would love Warren. I would love Tet. But I am a big fan of taking O-linemen after free agency. I really wanted them to go weapon because, again, we've invested so many high picks in the offensive line. However, the case I'm going to make for Membu, there are always good wide receivers coming out every year. It seems like this draft is less deep and less stacked at receiver than a lot of other drafts, but we have good receivers coming out year after year. Offensive line play, on the other hand, is a lot harder to find top talent. And I do think our offensive line looks really good now on paper, but if you have a weak link, a major hole in one area of the line, it doesn't matter if the rest is pretty good or really good. That one hole can be a much bigger detriment than a hole at receiver or a hole at tight end. So if we take Warren or Tet, I'm going to be stoked about it. But I really do think Membu could fill in that last missing link and make our line pretty elite and give us a really good identity. But again, I totally understand and respect why people would want to go weapon. Last draft, I was screaming for Fashanu. I was ecstatic when we drafted him because, I'm not a scout. I'm a full-time student. But the things I heard about him, I liked. When I saw him play, I liked it. I thought Bowers would be an absolutely sick pick, but I think more long-term about the draft. And I thought if we don't get a tackle now, we're going to be screwed this year. So, now we're in a good position where we could go weapon or lineman. But I still think it might benefit us more to go lineman.
I get it. Now, Rich, the man bun that you have, the chat is loving it. How long have you had that thing?
That's great. Thank you. I started growing this out during COVID. So 2020, my whole life I had short hair before that. And I've had this for, 4 years now? And I'm never going to cut it. My girl isn't the biggest fan of it, but it is what it is. It's here to stay.
A couple follow-ups from the chat. Weed wants to know if we could draft your man bun at 7.
I don't think it's going to help us win football games. I don't think it doesn't have the qualifications to be a good football player.
Nick writes in, are you smuggling any drugs inside the bun?
Not yet, but maybe that could help me pay for school. Maybe I should consider it.
Darth writes in, can your man bun play right tackle?
My man bun, it'd be a stretch. I think it'd be better suited to play guard. But, with the right coach, anything's possible.
Let's see. Bino says, Dave Brigas sees a man bun and immediately assumes your couch has seen more action than your career.
I don't know how to respond to that. I have a great girlfriend. I live with her. I'm going to marry her in a couple years. I'm in physical therapy school right now, so I have no career right now, but in one more year I graduate and I'll become a physical therapist. So
I love it. Where are you in school, Rich?
On the other side.
Where
am I in school?
Yeah.
I'm at Chapman University in Orange County, California.
Oh wow. Okay. You're on the West Coast.
Yeah, so I'm the guy that called in. I called in last week. I have a lot of LA fans around me. I'm a Yankee fan, Knicks fan, and I hate all the sports teams out here with the passion, and I hate the fans out here. It's really rough being a Jets fan.
I totally understand that. Well, I'll tell you what. You're a great caller, Rich. I know the time difference makes it tough, but keep calling back. People are enjoying it.
Thank you, brother. I got one more comment for Jets fans and for you and everyone in media. I really think that the talk about Dart is real if we get into the back end of the first round or the second round. I think it could definitely be a smokescreen, though, in the first round. I don't think these guys are stupid. I hope they're not stupid. But I think if we can make noise about drafting, I'm not saying to make up stories, but if we can keep this chatter going and spread that chatter and get some Steelers fans nervous or some fans nervous later on, if their fans start talking and their community starts talking about, hey, we might need to trade up to number 7 to get Dart, otherwise the Jets are going to take him, that's a winning move. I don't think it's going to happen, but I hope that would be my end goal. And then just a perfect scenario in the draft for me, I would absolutely love it if we took Membu at right tackle at 7 and then somehow traded up into the first round to get Loveland, the tight end. Those are 2 huge needs. Even if we sacrificed needs elsewhere, I think that'd be pretty sick. So just think about it. Thanks for having me call. Love listening to your show, and have a good day, brother. I'll call in next time.
Rich, have a safe ride there. God bless the man bun, Rich. People love it. Tremendous. Rich, the man bun rise. A new character has been born on this program. Big fella, super chats. This guy's a great caller. I agree. Rich knows the Jets well. Passionate. Well-spoken. He's got a man bun. His girlfriend doesn't like it, which adds to it. Tremendous. Leany writes in to Nick Shine, since you talked about your toe on your show, I can't stop thinking about it. You know, very rarely have I had to play this for any lady that watches the show, any 4.5%er. But rules are rules around here, Leany.
I like good-looking chicks in that family. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh, yeah, hide them kids.
I can't leave your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man. And on that note, let's get to a couple more calls before we say goodbye. Hep is on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline, and Hep is up next. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Jake. You know, I was watching the Green Bean show last night, and they had an interesting concept. They try to switch it up because of the same picks all the time, you know. So the idea of the draft was just go out of the first. Take what you can, accumulate as many ones as you can. So next year, we have the ammunition to go up to get our quarterback. This way, there's no doubt we're not going to try to tank. We're going to, still get the meat and potatoes in the second round. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I've talked about this. I'm very open to trading down. I don't know who's trading up, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, maybe if Shador fell to 7.
Well, I'm thinking Indianapolis would want to get maybe the tight end, Warren. I think they're hot for him.
Maybe, but they also could. What if they just took Loveland then?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I know. Just thinking outside the box. I'm pretty sure we're going to go for the tackle. It looks like the safest move to me. But you never know, right?
Yeah, I mean, you never know for sure. I prefer Warren, but if they go tackle, I get it. I just don't want them to take Dart. I'll be furious.
Dart. I don't know, man. That's going to really test my jethood if they draft Dart.
Right? Yeah, he better be amazing. Like that's all I'm going to say. I'd love. He better be amazing if you're taking him at 7.
I don't know, man. Dart. I think I would probably, that would be the end of it, man. I don't know. That would be hard.
If he sucks, yeah, no doubt.
All right, thanks, Jake.
Hep, good call, man. Appreciate you for calling in there. Adam is too cool is on the line. Adam, assuming your camera works, you're up next on our show here. His camera does work. Hello, Adam.
Right. Hey, this is crazy. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about ABT actually, and what his trade value would be. If you could get a really good wide receiver too for AVT, would you trade him for it?
Would I trade AVT for a really good wide receiver too?
Yeah.
Is the wide receiver 2 under contract for multiple years or also on the last year of their deal like AVT is?
Same last year of his deal as AVT is.
I would need to know who the wide receiver 2 is. My initial reaction is no, but if you tell me it's T. Higgins, then sure, but he's not, T. Higgins is a 1. He just happens to be playing on the same team as Jamar Chase.
How about if it was Jamison Williams?
Yeah, I would do that.
I think there's an interesting opportunity for Detroit and the Jets because we need a wide receiver too. They have a big hole at guard. These two are same year essentially.
They're not going to trade Jameson Williams.
I don't know. I mean, I think it would be risky for them. But if the offer came your way, though, would you take it?
Just straight up AVT for Jameson Williams?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, I would do it.
I think it'd be really interesting because I think that we have more flexibility in the line because of who we brought in. We brought in like real starters, and I think it's time.
I mean, they gave Josh Myers like $3 million. It's like back. He's better depth. He's better than who's the guy that was hurt? Wes Schweitzer couldn't stay on the field. They have better depth. It's not realistic. Like, I don't see it.
I'm sure it's a low likelihood, but I just thought, it might be something to think about if it came up because I thought that was a really interesting sort of both teams have this gap, both teams have a comparable, player from a cost profile perspective. But the issue, it's essentially is when you look at some of the contracts that are being pulled for wide receivers, the franchise tag. I don't think folks have talked about this. The franchise tag now is going to be enormous for wide receivers.
It's the average of the top 5 positions for every player.
Yeah, but especially for wide receivers versus guard, huge difference. So
100%.
When you look at kind of the window that Detroit has versus the window that the Jets have, I think the window for Detroit is smaller at this point. The Jets could, depending on how you feel about the Jets, it's either going to be a lot more open or maybe not as. But
well, they don't have a window yet. Like the only scenario where they have a window is if Fields is good this year.
Right. But I was really fascinated with the idea of Jameson Williams because he has history with Fields, he has history with Garrett. If the chemistry play is something that we're obsessed with, it's something that I think would be pretty fascinating.
Yeah, look, I don't think it's realistic, but sign me up. Now, would you like to respond to Jet Jarrow, who says, Jake, would you trade this call for a good call? Adam, I think this is an interesting call. I don't think it's a bad call.
I mean, in the end, Jet, all good, man. I'm not going to throw stones. It's a call. Why don't you call on? Let's hear your question.
Yeah, Jet Jarrow, why don't you call in? All right, show your face, to quote Bobby
I'd love to hear what you have to say. What would be a good question?
Yeah, good job, Adam.
No, and that's not to say with any hostility. Seriously, it's all good. I think I got to tell you, like, Jake, you just pulled me. I literally called in on the StreamYard. You pulled me right in. So I have a feeling,
Well, here were my other options if I didn't put you on right away. Hold on.
Oh, my God. I'm with royalty here. Hey,
yeah. Baby. Yeah.
My goodness. Oh, I met my heroes today. Awesome.
Adam, job well done, sir. Appreciate it.
Peace. See ya.
Adam checking in. All right. Last chance to get on. You can see what I'm working with here. Ralphie writes in, Jets basically added 3 undrafted rookie defensive linemen last year in Watts, Taylor, and McGregor, and added Mathis at the end of the year. That's 4 young D linemen. I can't see them drafting 2 to 3 D linemen this year. I can see them drafting 1 in the first 3 rounds. Once you get past round 3, you're doing BPA. Also, Watts, Taylor, McGregor. Like, to me, none of those guys factor into any of your plans. I think Leonard Taylor actually could be something, but I'm not going into the year giving him a starting spot. He's going to have to win it. More calls right now. Weed the People's on the line. Weed, how are you?
What's up, Jake?
Is that
is
that Rich's man bun lining up at right tackle for us?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I think he might have to be the pick at 7 now.
I think so. I think we got to do it. We have no choice. No choice at all. We got to go Rich's man bun. It is the bunniest of all buns.
Speaking of choices, Weed, your thoughts on this matchup here? The show's about to end. You're up 56-44. So not over yet. It's not over till Charles Gorman farts around here, as they say.
Never over till it's over. That's right.
But how you feeling here? And obviously, if you were to advance to the next round, I mean, you're potentially facing either Nate or Castro in the Sweet 16, which is a tremendous, tremendous battle.
Yeah, it's going to start getting tough now, man. We're in the nitty-gritty. I feel good, though. I feel good about today. Like you said, it's not over, but I feel good. I got the, smoke of the bowl to celebrate. I'm going to mail Chiefs fan some weed so he can smoke.
Cheats fan is here. Cheats fan, how you
feeling? Yo, what up? Also, Bino, right here, dude. Stop shit talking. I'm getting a job, you little piece of shit.
Hey, Cheats fan, this is a family program, damn it.
My bad, dude. He's been yapping at me all damn day. Gonna freaking slap him like the people slap.
That's what he wants. He wants you to get angry at him.
Well, he can go kiss my ass. But
Tell
good
him,
job,
Chiefs fan. Get rowdy, Chiefs fan.
Because I'm tired of that shit. I'm getting their job, Bino. Why don't you get off my dick?
Hey, calm down, Cheats fan. Don't
My
go
bad.
after him.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I instigated him.
But congrats, Weed. Like even if
It's
I'm
not
getting
over
a job
yet.
and it's
Not
part,
over
even if
yet.
I'm getting a job and it's part time, it's not good enough for people. Like, come on now.
I actually just started a job yesterday.
Nice job, Weed.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you still do the scootering around, or?
Of course, man. Scoot squad
Hell
for
yeah.
life. Scooting and looting and booting.
So you got
good time.
You got a scooter or moped, Weed?
Scooter. Scoot squad.
Oh hell yeah.
It's not the moped gang. It's the Scoot
Congrats
squad.
on advancing, Weed. Your memes pushed you along the way, made me laugh. You got a good
I like
battle
to think it's
coming up
also
next. Honestly, I would have more spirit to fight right now, but I found out something bad happened to one of my younger nieces. They were taken advantage of, and I was just up all night dealing with that. So I've
See,
lost all my.
why don't you drop that in the beginning of the show?
I just didn't want to say it. Like
when you said it.
I didn't want to say it to the end. Like I was up till 3 a.m. Someone can't say it here, but they took advantage of her with the SM word. So
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I lost it. That's why I didn't get much sleep last night. I was trying to find out who did it, but my family wouldn't tell me because I was going to put my hands on them.
Well, Cheats fan, thanks for bringing down the mood of the entire
Yeah,
show.
man.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? You get to pick the ones who make the show walk. Who will take average?
I'm not touching that. Cheats fan, seek help, please.
I'm good.
Weed,
Good call.
congratulations on the win. You're the first
Thank you, all you
person
beautiful
to
people.
take down a 1 seed, Weed. You've done it.
Thank you. Thank to all the beautiful people out there. Free bong rips and hugs. Just line up at the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, Weed the people. Cheats fan, hope everything's okay, but like, come on, man. Nick Shine's missing toe writes in. I miss Nick. Nick, your toe misses you. Bino writes in. I guess this is what set Cheats fan off. Brig is right. Cheats fan, no job, no plan, no purpose. So getting bounced. It's the most productive moment he's had all week. Damn. Bino, what did Cheats fan do to you? J-Quest says, I thought we would win by more, to be honest. I mean, Cheats fan is a 1 seed, folks. Shouldn't be easy. Ladies and gentlemen, Weed the People is your winner today. Let's make it official right now. Weed the People ends the reign of Cheats fan. The Hood region has lost its 1 seed. Weed on to the Sweet 16. He will face the winner of this afternoon's Castro versus Nate battle. OG Jet fan Peter Castro, season ticket holder, Upper West Side native, New York City's own Nate parentheses Nate in the 4 versus 5. Well, Peter Castro super chat $500 to ask about Alan Lazard's pulse during the afternoon show. Will Nate ride around on his bike during the afternoon show? This is quite the battle. Quite the battle. That's a show. Thanks to everyone who watched. Please get your draft ticket. The last thing I want is people saying, I was going to go, I just didn't get a ticket, and then we sold out. And it's like, come on, man. You've had 38 days to get your tickets by the time the draft comes. So get your ticket. It's easy. It's linked in the description. All you need to do is click the link. You put your name, then your email in, and then it takes you to the page where you can get your ticket. And it's $30 for general admission. If you have a group coming, You can reserve a table, but space is limited, so go quick. It's a great venue. It's going to be a great night, and we got some special surprises we're working on in addition to all the raffle prizes. So get ready for that. J-Quest says, I bought my ticket today. I gave you a shout-out earlier, J-Quest. Thank you for that. I'm excited for you to be there. All right. We are done here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. This has been another enthralling, thrilling Jake Asman program. We will talk to you this afternoon. We're going live in the 4 p.m. hour. Get ready, folks. It's going down.
Breaking sports news just in from the Jake Asman Show. After the New York Jets embarrassed themselves, losing 27-6 on Monday Night Football to the below-average Chargers, quarterback Zach Wilson showed once again that he's not ready for prime time. So when ESPN's Michael Kay questioned head coach Robert Saleh about possibly benching the number 2 overall pick, Kay was hit with a somewhat confusing response.
You've got Trevor Siemian. Why not give him a try?
A fair question. I don't know. You got me. I'm gonna plead the fifth on all this one.
The head coach actually took the 5th, sending shockwaves throughout the Jet fan base, and the following day, our hero, the great Jake Asman, along with some very frustrated fans, let their voices be heard at this unhinged and tragic New York Jets press conference.
Hey, Robert, thanks for taking my question. With Zach starting again Sunday, does he have any compromising photos of you or someone else in the organization?
No, it's a fair question, Jake. I'm going to take the 5th on that one.
What the hell is this going backwards bullshit? You don't go backwards. You throw the ball out of bounds with your big goddamn arm, and you go back in the fucking huddle.
No, it's a fair question, Neil.
This is bullshit.
Jose Feliciano, the blind Puerto Rican guitarist, can see that he is terrible.
This kid does not want to run with the ball.
Are you kidding me? This is the shit I'm talking about. You bitch's ass. You did his ass on my damn field.
No, it's a fair question, King.
The 3rd damn year we are seeing this in Naptown.
He's not trying to win the goddamn game.
You gotta be kidding me. Send his ass the fuck down.
I could have made 20 yards with that goddamn hole.
If your quarterback cannot play in the NFL, they get rid of him.
Oh, there's one of his 27-second throws. Oh, it's amazing. I don't give a shit.
If you cannot play football, get your ass off the field.
And look around and wipe Rodgers' ass, because that's all you're good for.
And you're sitting here defending this bullshit.
If I see Zach Wilson go on that field, me and Lowski are going on personally, and we're going to take his ass off the field.
It is torture, man.
God damn it.
All right, thanks, guys.
I think the second one, excuse me.